Okay, let's dive right in. Today we're doing something a little different. We're not actually reviewing a skincare product. Instead, we're going to pull back the curtain on the incredible marketing story behind one. Think of this as a case study, a true masterclass in the art of persuasion, where we'll deconstruct the narrative for a product called SeriSkin, piece by piece. Right out of the gate, the headline makes this huge, bold promise. And the word choice here is just perfect, isn't it? French that immediately adds this layer of luxury, of sophistication. Plump Peptide. It sounds scientific, like it's their own special secret. And then, works better than collagen. Wow. That's a direct challenge to something we all know, positioning this as the next big thing. It's a fantastic hook. So after that big promise, they immediately pivot to a question that hits home for so many people. They're tapping directly into a really common, really deep frustration. It's like they're saying, hey, we get it. We know you've been disappointed before. This creates an instant connection and sets them up as the one who finally has the answer. Now that they've got you hooked with a big promise and a shared frustration, the strategy shifts. We move away from these broad ideas and zoom in on a specific personal story. This is where the real work of building trust and creating an emotional connection begins. And here is our protagonist, Anne Jacobs. You know, every single detail here feels carefully chosen. She's 53, right in the heart of the target demographic. She's a pharmacist from Austin, Texas, which just lends this immediate sense of authority and credibility. But the real emotional gut punch is that she felt invisible. That's such a powerful and relatable feeling. So Anne's backstory is laid out like a classic hero's journey. It's a structure we all instinctively understand. She starts in a good place, her babyface youth. Then she faces her great challenge, aging, feeling tired, being unseen. She goes on this quest, spending tons of money on things that don't work. This is designed to mirror your own struggles, right? It builds all this empathy before she has her big breakthrough, her discovery. All right, so with that emotional foundation set, the narrative makes a hard pivot. We move away from Anne's personal journey and into the scientific secret that she supposedly found. This is the part of the story that's designed to appeal to the logical, rational side of our brains. And the discovery itself is framed as this total aha moment, a stroke of genius. The story goes that scientists at the University of British Columbia had this breakthrough because they looked at the problem from a completely new angle. Not skin wrinkles, but hair wrinkles. It makes the solution feel clever, unique, and like something you've definitely never heard of before. And here it is. They give their secret a name, the Plump Peptide. It's defined as this special kind of keratin. But notice what they do right after defining it. They introduce a problem. The text says normal keratin is just too big to be absorbed by the skin. This brilliantly sets up their hero ingredient as the only solution to this very specific problem. And this is it's a brilliant way to explain the core idea. Instead of getting bogged down in complex science, they use a super simple analogy. Normal keratin, that's like trying to shove a basketball through a tiny mesh fence. It's just not going to happen. But their plump peptide, it's like a tiny little pea that slips right through. It's a powerful visual that makes the whole concept feel intuitive and, frankly, obvious. Now, to make this all feel less like a concept and more like a real, tangible thing, they give it a very specific, scientific-sounding name, Cynatine HNS. Using that little trademark symbol, giving it a name you can't easily pronounce, it all adds this layer of credibility and makes it feel like a unique, patented breakthrough. Okay, so we've had the emotional story. We've had the simplified science. What's next in the playbook? Hard numbers. This is the section designed to win over the skeptics by providing what looks like concrete, quantitative proof that this stuff really works. The first number they hit you with is big and easy to remember. Participants' skin was supposedly 9 times smoother than the placebo group. That's not 9%, it's 9 times. It's a bold, impressive claim that really sticks in your head. Next up, they claim a 118% greater reduction in wrinkle depth in just the first 30 days. And, using a really specific number like 118s, instead of just saying more than double, is a subtle trick. It lends this air of scientific precision and accuracy to the whole thing. And this is where they show you their most dramatic claim. A bar chart pops up, illustrating a mind-blowing 366% greater increase in skin moisture. Seeing that massive difference visually with one bar towering over the other, it just has so much more impact than reading the number alone. So, After making this incredibly strong case for their one-star ingredient, using story, science, and data, they finally reveal the product itself. And it's not just the plump peptide in a bottle, it's presented as this complete synergistic formula. And look at how they laid us out. You got the star of the show, Cynatine HNS, right at the top, but then it's supported by this whole cast of other ingredients, many of which are probably familiar, like turmeric and hyaluronic acid. By grouping them by function, firming, healing, blood flow, the whole formula seems incredibly thorough, well thought out, and comprehensive. And that brings us to the grand finale. The story's been told, the evidence has been laid out, and now the entire structure of the narrative shifts. It's all about converting that interest and trust into a sale. So let's break down exactly how they do it. This is a classic pricing strategy you see everywhere. They set an anchor price with the single bottle at $69. By doing that, the 6-bottle option at just $49 per bottle looks like an incredible deal, the best value. It's designed to make that larger purchase feel like the smartest, most logical financial decision. But what if you're still feeling a little hesitant? Well, this is how they handle that objection. They completely reverse the risk. A 180-day empty bottle money-back guarantee is an incredibly powerful tool. It basically says you have nothing to lose. All the risk is on the company, not you, which makes it so much easier to say yes. And for the final push to get you to act right now, they deploy urgency and scarcity. You start seeing phrases like, "This page may get taken down," "limited inventory," "bottles are leaving the warehouse." This is all designed to trigger that fear of missing out, or FOMO, pushing you to make a decision immediately before the opportunity is gone forever. So when you step back and look at the whole thing, you see it's this beautifully constructed, persuasive machine. It weaves together a relatable story, easy to understand science, impressive-looking data, and time-tested sales psychology. And really, it leaves us with a pretty important question to think about. When all of these elements are combined this effectively, how do we, as consumers, draw the line between being informed and simply being persuaded?